overflowing abundance. This is my beautiful friend Poa, who is incredible, and a butterfly and her hula hoop. Overflowing abundance of joy, pleasure, money, and time. So expanding that definition of abundance to whatever it is that you're bringing into your life, whatever it is that you want abundantly in your life, joy, pleasure, money, time, maybe other things. And not just abundance, but overflowing. You know, I love that idea of overflowing because I've done this exercise a lot around like, what does success mean to me and what do I want money for, right? Money is an interesting thing. And like working on my relationship to money, it's like, what do I want money for? And often what I want money for is to be generous. And in order to be generous with others, you know, to give people gifts, to whatever generosity means, right? Take a friend out to dinner, there has to be this feeling of overflowing for me. You know, I can't be tight. I can't be like, I'm just making it, but I'm going to take this person out to dinner for whatever, right? I have to feel this like overflowing. And it's interesting, each month, just sharing a little money story, I don't know when I started doing this. It might be years ago. I don't know where I got it from. It may have been from the book It's Not Your Money by Tosha Silver, which is a really, really good really good book, I believe, about money. And I may have gotten this visual from her, but every month when I'm about to do the bills and figure out that kind of stuff, I draw in my journal these hot air balloons. These two images are not linked, but this is what I don't know, for me they're linked. So it's hot air balloons, and in the round thing, I write in what I need, and you know, like I need to pay this, I need to pay that, and where the money's coming from. So that's one visual. It's like, okay, I'm releasing it. I'm releasing all that I need. I'm releasing where the money's coming from. You know, it kind of floats up into the air. I love hot air balloon visuals for a lot of things. And at the bottom, I always draw a well. I think this is what comes from Tosha Silver, this well, and with a bucket. And the idea is that like the way it works energetically is that when I need whatever, I just dip the bucket down into the well, get the bucket full of water, and then I have what I need. So every month in my journal, you'll see the balloons and the bucket. You know, it's like I'm dipping this. And for me, I think I draw it and I play with it because it makes it fun. You know, money can have such a like tight feeling for me sometimes. So I need to find ways to make it fun. And this, instead of like going straight to my spreadsheet or whatever, I use notes, but instead of going straight there, I go to my journal and play first, and then I go and do the math, you know? So overflowing abundance, interesting that the overflowing abundance card comes right after the opulence card. So again, two cards that definitely feel connected, definitely feel like there's a connection there, and it wasn't intentional, and I'm only noticing it now. So overflowing abundance of joy, of pleasure, of money, and time. So I talked a lot about money, but you know, all of it, right? Where can I bring in more joy into my life? Where can I call in more pleasure? Can I prioritize pleasure? Pleasure is so important, whether it's, you know, from food, from all the senses, right? And we have a sensuality card, which is about that. That'll be coming in the S's, but, you know, money and time. Can I have overflowing abundance of time? That one I have. That one I've been able to, time, joy, pleasure, those things I've definitely been able to create in my life. And the money is there. I just don't always see it because it doesn't always come in from like one source. So that can trip me up a little bit. I think after working, you know, I worked in corporate and then nonprofit, but I worked in like offices for a company where they like, you know, someone's telling me what to do for 7 hours a day or 8 hours a day or whatever, and then I do it and then I get paid for it. So I was in that structure for maybe 25 years, you know, and I moved out of that about 12 years ago, but it's taken time to move out of that, you know, like if I don't get a paycheck each month, I don't have money, you know what I mean? Like it's an interesting mindset. So anyway, overflowing abundance, of joy, of pleasure, of money, and of time.